Well, hello from the shores of Lake Erie. How beautiful is that behind me today? It's absolutely gorgeous. Been some boats coming and going, and I'm at a park just outside of Cleveland. I guess technically in Cleveland. Downtown is just over here to my left. Maybe you can see the masts of all the sailboats over here. It's really, really beautiful. But I had a couple of hours to kill after a doctor's appointment at the Cleveland Clinic, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go rent a bike and kind of find my way around the city. Look at some of these paths that they have that go along the lake here. And then also there is something called the tow path, which heads south and it goes all the way down through Ohio, at least to Akron. So I'm gonna rent a bike and I'm gonna go out and see what I can find. Let's go along. Google search led me to a cool bike shop called Joy Machines, which was just outside downtown Cleveland. And this place just oozes a cool vibe. They've got everything you might need, no clothing, but just about anything you might need for your bicycle. And they sell a lot of niche brands. Just a really cool bike shop. They rented me a bike, a hybrid, for the rest of the day for $39. It was an Evo hybrid, which I thought was perfect for this kind of exploring. And the shop suggested starting out at Edgewater Park and then just following the signs. That started out being pretty easy. It was pretty with American flags flying and the lake right there nearby looking beautiful on a day in mid-May. I rode in and out of a few little parks and turn-offs just to see what was there. And almost immediately, I began getting glimpses of like downtown's tall buildings. But the further I got from the park, the less obvious the trail was. Now my plan to get back to the lakefront wasn't going very well, even though everything I was finding was pretty interesting. Like here, where the road and the trail just suddenly stopped, it took a minute to realize that there was a swing bridge there that had, well, swung to let a huge ship come through. It turns out this bridge had been closed for 2.5 years for refurbishing, and it reopened in October of 2023. And people in the area here called the Flats said the loss of that bridge had cut the area off essentially from the rest of the city in terms of normal traffic flow, and they were happy to see it reopen and to see people moving back through the area again. For me, it was just a way to get across the canal. I eventually found a trail called the Towpath, which is short for the Ohio and Erie Canal Towpath Trail. And I'd actually ridden portions of this trail, but much farther to the south. The Towpath Trail runs north and south. The northernmost trailhead is right there at Canal Basin Park in downtown Cleveland. And the southernmost trailhead is a place called Canal Lands Park in New Philadelphia, Ohio. But the story behind the towpath is that from 1827 to 1913, mules used it to pull boats in the canal. But today, it is just a great place to ride a bike. So it's not often that I biked against the skyline of a NFL, Major League, NBA city. This is Cleveland, of course, and it's kind of cool. I always think about how rural can I make it. This has been a good trail so far. Lots of good features. The trail network is great. Some people out, but honestly, it's been just me for a while. There's been south of Cleveland, sort of going through the old industrial section of the city. If you kept going on the trail, it'd break out into the country, from what I understand. headed south towards Akron. But right now, this is really cool. This looks like a kind of a nice gentrified area right here. New condos, kind of modern buildings. Somebody figured out that the skyline was pretty. That's brand new. Some of these windows still have the new window stickers on them. Wonder what those go for. July of 1861, Confederate troops fleeing Union forces in the rain and the wind abandoned this cannon at Corrick's Ford in what's now West Virginia. Yada, yada, yada. But it's just one of the things you see on the trail. The only Civil War or anything I've seen since I've been in Cleveland. So nice dinging in the background, but one of the things I found about Cleveland is that whenever you want to cross a canal or a river, there's a chance you're going to get stopped by one of these drawbridges or swinging bridges or whatever it is because of all the boat traffic. And this is like the third time I've been stopped on this short little ride. So I guess that's just something to expect if you're going to ride around here. I'm back at Edgewater Park now, and it's really pretty. I've just done kind of a loop to take in the park. Down below me you can see there's the beach, and it's the weekend before Memorial Day, so it's there's not a lot of people out there, but the temperature is really warm. I want to say I thought I was going to be able to look at it on my watch. I want to say it's around 80 degrees, maybe a little warmer, and it's just been beautiful. This is a really cool ride to do. Probably if I had spent more time and tried to figure it out more, I would have tried to have ridden along the lake more, which was initially what I thought I wanted to do. You can see the stadium off in the distance, and there's a way to get through downtown and get around on the lake side of the stadium, and then you can pick up a road that follows there and heads out along the lake. But I got lost going through downtown and then followed some other signs that said trail, and I wound up on the towpath, which was probably honestly just as good. But great ride, great way to kill an afternoon in Cleveland if you're a cyclist. Love the bike has worked out great, and I'll see you out there on the road next time. Take care.